Okay, we're back. And we are here with our Ogre Assassin of Fedhas. It is still day 5 of the tournament. In fact, I think with this command we can... actually, it's time. 11 days left on the tournament, so still quite a bit of time to go. And it's time for us to finish out Dungeon. Captain's Cutlass. That's interesting, but we're too invested. We're too invested in axes at this point. Captain's Cutlass is good, but it's not good enough to switch for. Book of Misfortune. Now, hold up. Let's see what this is. Weapon of Electrocution, Fireball, and things. He looks pretty easy to kill in terms of hit points, but he's going to do solid damage and we don't have RF+. I suppose I could put that hat on real fast for him. We have our elect. I don't... it's actually... yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it, because he's got that lightning spire in there. Let's go get it. Lightning Rod, rather. Spire is the spell. +6 Giant Club. Okay. That'd be kind of nice if we had found that earlier. Now we have Enchant Weapon, but I think I'm going to save it at this point for an axe that's a little better. Unless we start having problems. Okay, that's a large shield, and I only need to take it to 15. So we'll start training shields now. We're a big fat ogre, so we require less training. Guess we're holding out for a broad axe now. Oh, Book of Callings. As much as I would like to have summons, I think it's best if I just train defenses. Alright. I guess we'll just fight Joseph. Left this behind. Can drop poison needles. We can drop Staff of Fire, I think. We still have resistance if we somehow badly need to get RF. I'd really like to have Gourmand, but I think we're going to have to live without it. Especially since the amulet that we have is so good. Wow, look at all these centaurs. I guess let's drop tomahawks. We have ice. Kind of taking away my swaps here. A little surprised that we're doing so well in melee. Hey, nets. Wait, I didn't mean to drop that at all. Orc sorcerers can still paralyze us. We're getting some headway on this piety situation. Oh. Unseen horror. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Boom! Sunlight gives you automatic see invisible, basically. Not automatic, but manual, I guess. But you don't need to have an item, and that's the important part. Okay, there's an Etten in here. I don't see a ghost. Yes, I do. 45 damage. We could beat him. We could beat him. A bit tough, though. Do I want to just Phantom Mirror the Etten? I think I do. Now, can we paralyze this guy? 20%, that's not bad. Let's... Oh, we don't have vulnerability. Magic mapping. Amnesia. Brand weapon. Silence, okay. Guess I didn't need to vuln after all. I wish we hadn't wasted the brand weapon on this war axe. Oh, hello. Please be good. Oh, it's awesome, except it's star slow. Well, this is how much I don't like star slow. Not using it. That's how dangerous I think star slow is. Even though it's an amazing shield otherwise. you might as well just, I don't know, like if there's nothing that could possibly get me to use that item, maybe it's a bad mechanic. I mean, my opinion is that if you use a star slow item, you're simply making a mistake. Can we fight all this stuff? I guess we can. Okay. We could actually take a lot of damage here. That's a little better. Okay. Can't decay the vampiric mosquitoes. By the way, as an ogre, we're too fat for gloves. Oh. Right. Can't kill hydras yet. We're too fat to use bucklers. It's the trade-off for being able to use the other stuff so quickly. How good is Troll Leather Armor versus Acid Dragon Scales? Acid Dragon is 6 AC, 5 encumbrance. Hold on, let's turn off needles real quick. Okay. 4 AC, 4 encumbrance. I think we'd rather have the Acid Dragon Scales. Hey. Fan of Gales. Sack of spiders. I think we can drop these javelins. If we're going to be using anything to do big damage for ranged, it's going to be large rocks. Well, I foolishly dropped my cold resistance. You know what? I think I can go and grab this and still make it back. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Wait, that's... I'm dumb. That's the entrance to the depths. Instead, we wanted to go there. And I'm constricted. This is very, very bad. Let's silence and berserk. Still slow. Ah, he sees me. He's not likely to paralyze me, 1%, but we're slow. He can do a lot of damage as well. Finish him with the wand. Let's just go in. Put on Ring of Ice. We got demons. It's unfortunate since we've got Freezing Axe. I was hoping it was the one with the animals. Not sure if we can kill demons or not. I think... Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay. Blade, glaive. Do not need those. The Reaper might be an issue, I guess. Probably not. He's... Yeah, I was about to say, he's just gonna kill himself. This is going to be War Axe of Freezing, and it's another +0. That sucks. Worthless. Okay. It's worth a shot. Okay. Enchant armor. Let's hold off on that. Guardian Spirit. I wish we would level up a little bit more, a little bit faster, so we'd be immune. Wow, that's a lot of throwing. Oh, we can drop amnesia. Okay, and orc. Immune to orc sorcerers now. Looks like we've got a volcano. And it's right here. I don't want to take a mushroom with me because it'll just catch on fire. I also don't have RF, which is extremely bad. Let's just dip in, see if it's a terrible one. This is okay. This is an okay one if I remember correctly. Yeah, we can we kill a stone giant? Probably. Yeah, we're fine. Sweet. Of course, that stone giant fight could have gone the opposite direction. Ooh, this guy we want to paralyze. Earth elementals, no big deal. Where's my big flaming axe in here? Big flaming broad axe, come on. No such luck. Oh well, at least it was an easy one. I did not mean to use my fan there, but really, when are we going to use that for real? I carry it around to some games and it's usually just a dead space. Alright, we've connected the floors. Probably shouldn't tab so hard. Hey. Let's just not buy those rations yet, because there could be something useful here to buy. Rupert, huh? Let's think about this. I don't want to get paralyzed, and technically he can, just barely. We're gonna let the Etten get next to me. He can't kill me in one shot. We're going to try to paralyze him. Got him. What can we do? I need mushrooms. Okay, we'll just curare him. How's my throwing? I bet I can't paralyze him. Yeah, he's resisting. He's as sick as possible. So even if he were to paralyze me, it wouldn't be a huge deal. He'd be too slow. That sucks. Okay, now he's berserked, killed his slow. Now we'll undo that. Make a couple box beasts. Unfortunately, the box falls apart. He's been constricted. We'll throw a large rock at him. Alright. Box of beasts was, it was worth using up a box of beasts. I should not have tried to use the paralysis, though, because our throwing is just not... It's not good enough. I could have done the math on that to see, checked against his hit die, but I was reasonably sure. Oh, Book of the Warp. We could get Disjunction later. Trying to get that paralyze. This is the giant ending. I'm actually a fan of the giant ending because you don't have to deal with as many MR threats. I don't even know if there's a single sorcerer here. Well, we dealt with a couple earlier, but... Ooh. I gotta try it. Even though we've trained so much shields. Oh, it's good. I think we gotta go shieldless. We'll go back to shields later, like near the end of the game. I'm sure we'll find a I'm certain that we'll find a broad axe later. But this thing is just too good. Gotta see if this cloak is any good. Poison resistance. We can enchant that up. I can drop this ring of poison resistance. I guess I could go get pro magic, but we're immune now, so... Let's just make a note of this stuff. Another heal wounds. Okay, without the shield, we're getting kind of wrecked. I mean, did you see how quickly we went from doing well to doing poorly? Yeah, it's a nice axe, but this character simply needs the defense. We'll go back to the +0 War Axe of Freezing. If I was in, if I was in some kind of dragon armor that was actually heavier than maybe, but cleared out the food shop. Let's go get this ring and wear it. All right, we have done Orc Lair and Dungeon. We have Swamp to go and Spider next. Both of which will be kind of crappy. We could memorize Ogre's Toxic Radiance, and we could use that. We could use that in Spider. Our poison magic is -1, but we'd get there pretty quickly. Well, let's just go to layer 3. And then go into Swamp. We'll make mushrooms if we need them. Did I just get shafted? I sure did. Lightning Rod does a pretty good job on Hydras. We really can't melee them. On the other hand, maybe we can. We just kind of need flaming. With this shield... Yeah, let's grab this let's just grab this longsword. Ah. We'll grab this longsword. We can probably kill Hydras with it, because with this shield we're not taking too many hits. That was odd. That hornet was on my side. Or neutral. The one that was wandering around. Oh, it's because it came out of this dude. Plants are friendly to us. Well, we don't need that MR ring. Oddly enough. I guess +2 MR from these, from this stuff is enough. And even Ogre Mages can't get me. Liches can. Yeah, we'll wear +2 EV in that case. Berserk. Wow. This is not good. Berserk could end. This is very, very bad if we get paralyzed. Come on, let me up before I... Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, that was more that was more crap. Like that was more crap than I thought I was gonna have to deal with. Animate skeleton. Right. Fedhas does not like that. I was about to memorize it. I keep forgetting that I can just get rid of those bog bodies. Because it's a rotting corpse, so just AA takes it out, I think. Thorn hunters will also be on my side in here, I believe. Mangroves and thorn hunters is kind of convenient. Two of the biggest threats in here just neutralized automatically on account of worshipping Fedhas. There we go. Bog body goes away. Repulsion field, we do not need that. I mean, it might be nice, but this cloak of poison resistance is doing work for me, so... Teleportation. Oh, we're already on swamp 4. Let's cut his heads off. Yep, just like I thought. Wow, he did not care about blowing up his own Drake. And we don't have RF+, so let's be very careful in what we're doing here. Oh, he's got a lot of heads. Let's blow him away. I think teleport. Slowly take all of his heads away. There we go. Just trying to make sure this fire dragon doesn't die in the water, because I want to see if he'll leave some FDA for me. Although, we already have this hat, which basically does the same thing as FDA. I was kind of hoping for IDA for that reason. Let's go up. We really want to fight him at full hit points if we can. Because of the lack of RF, it's pretty dangerous what we're doing. I guess this is the fire end. Six heads. Okay, he's dead. Sweet. We're a bit weak. Don't let that 176 hit points fool you. I'm going to gamble. I'm going to gamble that we're not going to run into any bog bodies, and if we do, I can just erase them, you know, because I want RF. Yeah, this is much better. Well, there is a Fire Dragon scale. Let's train some defense. We badly need it. Yeah, we may end up in Fire Dragon scale, but not yet. We need to cover the RC problem. I suppose I could just wear Ring of Ice. Let me see how my defenses look. Let me drop these Needles of Sleeping. Okay. 1812 versus 1514. So the change is not that much, but it'll get compounded as I level up armor, because 9 this gives 9 AC, but it has 11 encumbrance, and this one only has 7 encumbrance, and more encumbrance means more AC from the armor skill. I think I'm not going to commit to that, though. I don't want to commit to FDA because I'd rather have Golden Dragon armor, and we're doing okay in Acid Dragon scale right now. So I think we're all right. The change is also not, I mean, it's like 3 AC, so it's not good enough to... It's not good enough to really make a grand sweeping choice about the long-term character, you know. Although it's not like we have any, it's not like we have... It's not like we have any enchant armors, so it wouldn't be that much of a choice, I guess. Okay. Come to think of it, I think we will wear this, just for the time being. Wear the Ring of Ice. And wear the Hat of Pondering. Okay, we are poised, which means we're okay to do Spider. Our defenses are garbage. I didn't bother to actually learn Toxic Radiance. Oops. But I have nowhere else to go, really. I mean, outside of Spider Nest, I would have to either go to Elf or Vaults, both of which are just really tough. Yeah, we really need defense, is what we need. How much fear do we have? We have 2 fear, 3 blinking, 13 teleport, and a Borax that's just not particularly good anymore. We could be using that battle axe, but we gotta have a shield. That's the other thing, we do have a shield. We have a large shield, so I think Spider's gonna be less crappy than I'm thinking. Let's pull the slow guy up. Yeah, we can tap stuff, okay. Gee, I hope I don't get paralyzed. Oop. No sound, but I don't need to have that to know what it is that is messing with me right now. Unfortunately, if he falls out of the sunlight, yeah, I knew that would happen. It's okay, we got him. Nasty. Spider 1 Ghost Moth, huh? Are we doing okay on curing? Yeah, we have 8. Just concerned because you can get confused in here from these tarantellas, and there it is. There's the confuse. That's exceptionally bad for us because really my only defense, my only real defense is this big shield. Hence the reason we started doing so poorly when I tried to take it off and wear that battle axe. So when you get confused, the shields go to 0. That's, as you can imagine, that doesn't end up very well for the character. Yeah, this is a lot better than I thought it would be. Sometimes I forget how good large shields are. Wolf Spider's still pretty tough. In fact, any one of these guys could wreck me if they get me in the net. Actually, man, net... I just realized, Spider Nest is just really nasty for shield users because you think you're okay, but there's actually 2 different ways for them to take your SH away with that web/net ability and with confuse. Okay, a War Axe. Let's roll the dice, hope it's not distortion, it's chopping. I'll keep using freezing. Where's my broadaxe? A little surprising not to find a single one, but it does happen. There's that confuse. It lasts a very long time, too. I'm glad I didn't learn Toxic Radiance. That would have been a waste of experience, considering how this has gone. It's just something I was talking about today in the chat, my clan's chat. Somebody was mentioning that Toxic Radiance just solves Spider Nest for you, which is mostly true. Although I'm not sure if I buy that. Insofar as there are threats. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna try to get out one more time. Okay, good, we got our SH back. Swing. Let's go up here. Let's dig. There we go. Okay, back to what I was saying. A little dangerous engage there. Yeah, Toxic Radiance clears out a lot of the threats in here, but it doesn't deal with everything. Like the poison resistance things like Emperor Scorpion, basically, and I think Ghost Mons as well. Yep, they're resistant to poison, so it takes out... You still need to be able to beat single targets, but if your issue in here is the big groups, then you'll probably be okay with a little bit of Toxic Radiance action backing you up. We'll crack open this Hornet's Nest here in a second. Okay, there's the logical entry point. Hey, Broadaxe. I don't have... Dang, I don't have Brand Weapon. And I think I used one up earlier. Are you serious? Oh, I used Paralysis accidentally instead of... Oops. I don't want to get paralyzed here. I really don't want to get paralyzed here. Okay, good. Anyway, the Broadaxe we found it's a step in the right direction, although I suspect we'll probably, we may end up finding a Broadaxe that's already enchanted later. And we may never find Brand Weapon. But for as long as we're doing okay with this one... no. Yeah, as long as we're doing okay with the War Axe, I'm not going to bother to enchant it or think about trading things up. In fact, I'd be more likely to train throwing. Whoa. Not good. What a good teleport. Let's do curing so we're not confused. He can do an insane amount of damage to me right now, right? He's got Iron Shot. Well, he's got Major Destruction, which includes Iron Shot. So we'll use Heal Wounds. Take a step. Are you serious? That's two teleports that just put me into the same place, basically. There we go. Outrageous. Okay. That happens, though. We can beat that guy, we just would rather do it with some friends, like some mushrooms. Nope. Not going up against an executioner. Did he die? No, he didn't die. Dang. And he still has his executioner. I guess one of my mushrooms must have killed a spider. Alright, plan B. Let's see what else we can do. We have vulnerability. He's paralyzed. I could polymorph him, I guess. That didn't work. How are we doing? We have RC 0. If I could just get over there. We're just gonna walk, and if I have to blink away, then we will. But I think I can just... yeah, there we go. Needles of confusion. Well, we've got paralysis, so I think we're A-okay. This is where it's coming out. It's coming out that we're not that good at melee. The secret's out. We can do it though. We can sort of force it to work a little bit. Well, we're on Spider Nest 4, and don't I know it. Identify. Amulet overflexion, don't need that. We are -16 on the corrosion scale, so... do I want to just teleport? Kinda. I think I'm gonna fear a little bit of a waste, but... Well, we can melee an Emperor Scorpion, so he must not be that bad. Well, he doesn't want to die. Let's take him on a little ride here. Uh-oh. Maybe not. I'm gonna teleport. It's the weapon is what it is. That's why we suck. It's nothing else other than the fact that my weapon is not... It's not ideal. Teleport again. I don't want to get paralyzed next to that Emperor Scorpion. That's a recipe for death. Let's take him up so we can at least kill one of these guys by himself. We meleeed one earlier, so we just need to get a good engage. Looks like we have one. Cool. Come on. I could be using mushrooms, I suppose. That would make things a little easier. In fact, I should strive to have a mushroom with me at all times, just in case I need it. Could have used it against, I could have used a few more actually against Francis earlier, but sometimes it feels infeasible. Like, for example, against him, I didn't want to use more than a couple because he's just going to keep breaking them. And then I'm going to lose piety. Shockingly, we're still not at max piety. We've killed a lot of things. Let's get away from this. Potions of magic, yeah, I got some. So I want sunlight over here. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead. All right. I'll take a little piety penalty for this. Whoa, we don't have the mana. And I hit the wrong button. Gotta teleport again. Got him. As I train fighting, I'm slowly getting better at doing damage even with this vaguely crappy axe. And since our aptitude is 3, we could take this thing to 27 pretty quickly. if I wanted to. Alright, 2 runes. I may take a break. Let me think. I'm ready to keep going, but do I want to? Do I know what I'm going to be doing? 2 runes. We could go to Elf. We could do the we could do the comedy strat of making a little flood in Elf if it's the solo entrance, and then throwing things at the elves. That's always funny. I guess that's the move. I'll just train throwing up. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of tabbing in there. We could have RC Plus if I took off this Fire Dragon scale and put on Acid scale, which would give me our core as well. So Slime is available, so to speak, but without a decent weapon, I'm not inclined. We could drown TRJ, but that's a little bit janky. Getting to him would be an issue. Meleeing those acid blobs and azure jellies, we would eat a ton of damage, and we would not be able to dish damage out very quickly. It would not be fun, so I don't want to do that. For the same reason, I'd rather not go into depths, but I never go into depths early, so no surprise there. Elven Halls, or excuse me, Vaults is an option. We've been immune to MR threats in there for a while. An Elf is an option if I just throw things. I think Vaults 1 through 4 is the best place for this character. Come to think of it. There are some things in here that are a little scary, but we could very well get just an easy, simple... Oh, hello, you have Crystal Spear. Could I die? I could probably die here. This sucks. I'm gonna fear this stuff for safety. Okay, my blowgun was not on slot B anymore. I need to stop blowing resources just from tabbing. But it wouldn't be as much of a problem if I had a better weapon. See, like this problem right here. Bolt of cold. Let's use heal wounds. Let's curare that, take a step. Curare that. We could get triple bolted here, that's no good. Quadruple bolted, actually. Okay, they're all Curara'd. Curare for everyone. Boy, it would be cool if we had Lamp. This would be a great place for Lamp. But Immolate does the job. Bye-bye. He can technically paralyze me. Well, we've got a perfectly good weapon, and I'm not talking about the battle axe, I'm talking about these 75 large rocks. So training throwing will make me a little more able to deal with nasty problems. Paralyze, Fireball, Blink, and Mystic Blast. Okay. Whoa, he's hasted. He's hasted and he's got Crystal Spear. Do we have Silence? We do not. Dang, we have got to blink. Okay, slowed. This is a little rough. Oh, we actually have Blink available. We should have learned that a while ago. Yeah, let's take Spellcasting and Translocations to 5. And then we'll have Blink available to reset fights, which I otherwise might use Fear or Blink Scroll for. Could have saved some resources by now, probably. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop. Take a little break. I still think we can clear out vaults 1 through 4. It's just a matter of tedium, I suppose. But it'll get better as we get this throwing up higher. Large rocks one-shot just about everything at high skill, so it's just a matter of getting there. But until then, I am signing out.